When is the right time to buy a new bike? The right time is now, if not sooner.
I got a live one, Calvin.
Great, a bike.
Bicycle, bicycle.
We want to fix our bicycle. We want to, what's wrong with this bike? Why is it here?
Man, this one's just got a little bit of noise in the headset.
Let's have a look.
Said if you rock it back and forth.
That's a good one. Is it a loose headset? That's no
Drop test.
spacers tight, no extra rattle. Huh.
Kind
I
of
don't
funky.
know, but it is something in there. It's gonna have to come apart.
Let's take it apart.
But this is quite the bike. Let's have a look at this thing.
It has some mirrors. It's got a little bit of corrosion going on.
You think, oh, this is some fun here. Oxygen meeting iron. And on the aluminum, corrosion. Salt, sweat, moisture, all over this thing.
Yeah, this one's good. Let's take a peek at this bike
Right.
from like an overall point of view. I mean,
Well, let's put it in what we call the on-ground position. Let's go up a teensy-weensy more up. Oh, right there, and lock that. Lock that in. What's kind of fun about this bike, of course, is the rider.
it is.
Haven't met this person, but what can we say about them?
They're a problem solver
Yes,
or creator.
they solved one problem and created another.
Potentially, maybe they love it, and that's fine.
Well, as we like to say in positioning, you got your downhill, you can't have your downhill without an uphill.
As mountain bikers, you got to earn your turns. To go down, you got to go up.
That's right. So
Similar
here
with bike fit.
we have what we call the wedge. Check the saddle out, down, down, down. Might have been uncomfortable for this rider. Fair enough. It's quite a severe, steep. You're going to be sliding downhill, sliding down. You're not going to fall off the bike. You're going to press yourself off the front.
Keep yourself back up by pushing on the front.
Right.
So then your hands start to get sore. So then you solve that problem by angling the bars back.
Up.
And then you've got this nice area to put your hand.
That's right. That's
So-
right. So time, I don't know, suggestion, we could suggest to this person here, maybe it's time to say, you know what, drop bars, what am I kidding? I'm not fooling anybody.
Yeah.
Let's go some flat bars.
Yeah. So why are drop bars not great for this rider potentially? Well, so in this position, in this setup, how would one get into the drops?
No one's been down here for a long time. You're not down here. So he basically has a flat bar. Let's go ahead, get some nice rise. Let's go ahead and make this taller, get settled back, be more comfortable, maybe some bar ends on a flat bar. Suggestion. Suggestion from the peanut gallery here.
Whatever's comfortable, whatever works for you, that's great by us.
That's right. That's right. But let's keep going here. That kind of great use. He loves this thing. This
Yeah.
rider, they love it.
This one's kind of fun. You've got so there's no tension, and then you start to hit the tension here. So there's this dead space. You
Dead
can
space.
see it up
Let me
here.
try the front here. Let's see. Oh, I get action right away. No, I don't. This makes sense. Squeeze and move. Squeeze and move. We're good to go. But let's,
Good.
what we're saying is nothing, touch. Touch. So, nothing. Something's going on. Let's have a look. Pull the cable here. Uh-oh. Not so good.
Not so good. And then let's keep going back. Let's look back here at this chunk of housing. That's a nice texture. So
Very unusual.
So what's kind of going on here
Lumpy.
is there is actually rust underneath the casing of this section of housing.
Feel it? Let's look at, here's a new piece. Smooth and straight. Lumpy.
So I think we should replace. Can we cut into it? I'm curious. What's on
You
the
know what?
inside?
I think that's what a knife is for.
I think it's true. Let's make it happen. that.
That's right. So the rust it's expanding. That's what rust does.
Yep.
Okay, so rust gets in there, gets into the ferrous material. Expansion happens as it grows and makes things larger. That's also how some things get seized. That's kind of fun.
So it's kind of interesting. So this is probably the same on the inside, in between the liner,
Why
the
wouldn't
nylon
it be?
liner, and the wound housing.
Squeezing the brake.
So then in turn, the cable on the inside gets squeezed inside the liner.
These are not popping back on their own. We've got friction here. So apparently we owe him, looks like we owe this person some housing.
Oops.
No, some electrician's tape doesn't hack it. We can't fix that. But we come on this side with definitely some rust is that really a problem in itself, this corrosion and rust together here? Well, if you ever want to adjust it, it sure is. Plus we have pivots and those are going to bind. Yes.
So over time, it's going to, diminish the performance. Right now, it's still functioning. They do get to a point where they will stop moving at all.
And actually, eventually, sometimes break. You've weakened the material, removing material. And while we're here at the drivetrain, let's have a look at this chain. That's a piece of work. So I'm going to be guessing we ride hard and then we put this thing away wet. Possibly outside. So recommendation, repair ticket might be, let's get this thing dry and keep it inside. Keep it inside, at least around where your car is.
So this, a little bit of rust on your chain, not bad. This, bad. This is going to cause stiff links. Stiff links will cause you to skip.
Let's have a
So
look.
let's take a peek at a good way to kind of look at it.
Going forward, it's not so apparent, but when we go backwards, right at the pulleys, you can see a little hippity hop.
Hop in, hippity hop.
Yep. I'll pull back on me here, gently, Truman, and then we'll see a little
Look at that.
up comes, comes through. You can see it kind of hop through without the tension. And that's going to show up when you ride. So, but in this case, oil it?
No.
No, this
This
one's,
too far gone.
yes. So we also have some, this is a fun issue here. If we shift around and back, let's see if we can listen. We've covered this before. Let's see. Are we picking up on that noise? It's that extra, we called it, for my percussive drumming friends, the paradiddle. The paradiddle. So it's that extra, let's grab some cogs here. Oh, should it be doing that?
No, it shouldn't.
No.
Lock ring needs a good tightening on this one.
Yeah, and well, in addition, if we're going to do a new chain, it's potentially likely.
Potentially likely. And then we kind of assess, this person does have a seemingly favorite gear kind of right in the middle of the cassette, which is interesting.
Yep. So what we're looking up here, we go forward, chain ring, small ring. We're saying this person loves the big ring.
Yep.
So that's probably the middle back here, big up here, pounds along.
Oh yeah, slow and steady, but churning low cadence.
Yep. We're going to suspect maybe they replaced the ring.
Yeah, so that leads to a very interesting problem.
That's right. So we have a little shift issue here. I'm going to go ahead and shift the bike. Whoa, that's terrible. And it's jammed right in the crank. Truman, what would help here is if we had a peg to stop the chain from falling down
That's
there.
a great idea. You should patent that idea, Calvin.
Oh, here's one. We can move it. Give me some pliers. What?
No.
What's happened, everyone? We're not being nice. We position this thing wrong. We can see the peg here, that little notch. That should have been lined up right behind here.
So the inner ring, you can see if you look from behind it, that this middle ring is installed correctly. There's a little bump, a little divot located behind the crank arm itself.
So the chain ring was wore out, replaced wrong, we're overshifting, so shouldn't really overshift. We have a problem with limit screws, but I bet we get a screwdriver in there.
it'll be really tight.
That's
so we're gonna
right.
wanna try and probably lubricate them and not hit this issue right away.
That's
Put
right.
some lubricant on there, let it kind of soak in, and then hit that issue a little bit later after you've taken care of a few other issues.
That's right. That's right. So, and from the back though, if you have a good view there, have a look at that hanger there. What are you seeing?
That hanger's, it's good, not
the
great.
hanger? Not great, but let's go ahead and give this a shift here.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
In the spokes.
Another issue, we need to check our screws here, the limit screws.
Oh yeah. We didn't go into the frame, so that's a win.
That is. Looking the frame over, we're not seeing any cracks, we're not seeing anything in here. The bottom bracket we've actually spun. And surprisingly, I like to drop that. If I give that a spin,
That's in really good condition
we
considering.
hear nothing, we can touch the frame, nothing grinding through. Bottom bracket's in pretty good shape.
Same with the hub bearings.
Yes.
Both hub bearings are in great shape. Even though there's a little bit of rust on these, on the cones, they're still in good condition. There's still good grease in there. They're not dry. You can't feel any roughness. But while we're inspecting the wheels a little bit, tires kind of come into play.
Check out the rubber, you bet.
This has got a decent square top, a flat top.
Yep.
Haircut on it. And this tire usually comes with a couple different, there's a couple holes usually that indicate wear, and you can't see them anywhere, which indicates that it's worn past.
And you can feel this crown here. And eventually we're going to see some casing popping out. Now an old trick some people will tell you there from old bikers, let's rotate our tires. You get more life out of them.
Yeah,
The rotation cow is far out of the barn here.
I'd say about 1,500 miles ago,
Yes.
probably. These tires last quite a long time,
Yeah,
so this
so-
should have been rotated a while.
You do get more load back here. It's where your power is, it's where your weight is. Switching that to the front on this bike, no go.
Potentially funky handling on
Yeah.
that.
Hey Truman,
Who's there?
diving into this bad headset on the next
Tech
Tech Tuesday.
Thanks for watching. You can find hundreds more videos like this one on our channel here on YouTube. And we're constantly working on more. So be sure to subscribe for the latest content for Park Tool. And check out our website, which has even more content to help you make your bike better.